This week on The Splash, we honor those who have served in our military. Then we take a look at our local food pantry. And later, we join in on a fundraiser to help our area children. The Splash is a production of Civic Center TV. We're a news magazine that covers everything from local news to feature stories, all so that we can bring you the latest from the greater West Bloomfield area. And now, let's dive into The Splash. Welcome to The Splash. I'm your host, Sheena Monnin, and as always, thank you for joining us. Serving in our country's military is an honor and a privilege, one that many times requires great sacrifice. Recently, reporter John Atwater stopped by a local tribute to our armed forces in West Bloomfield.
On Veterans Day, West Bloomfield Township held a service at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier Memorial. Everyone sat in silence when Major William Burnett talked about his service to the United States and why we celebrate Veterans Day. Other speakers included West Bloomfield Township Supervisor Stephen Kaplan, Chief of Police Michael Patton, and State Representative Clint Kesto. The Tuskegee Airmen Group was also in attendance to educate the public on African American military service throughout the years. The community came together on Veterans Day to learn about the history and triumph of those who have put their lives on the line for our freedom, and to celebrate the sacrifice of our soldiers at home, abroad, and gone far too soon. Reporting for The Splash, I'm John Atwater.
To see more about this special event honoring our nation's heroes, visit civiccentertv.com/veterans 2017. Many people in our community go hungry every day. Temple Israel's Fresh Food Pantry is working hard to see this tremendous need be fulfilled. Reporter Ryan Younglove has those details.
Here in West Bloomfield, Temple Israel hosted their monthly Fresh Food Pantry to help feed hundreds of people and their families in need, and to make sure no one in the community goes hungry.
We hold this pantry that's free to the people in our community, and we offer free food from Forgotten Harvest. We hold the event every first and third Tuesday of the month, and all you have to do is sign in, bring an ID, and you're welcome to go through and pick out from our selection, and that's it. So we're providing food to the community, and we're a community of volunteers also.
This event has been going on for 3 years, and with the help of community volunteers, continues to grow.
It was created through Rabbi Josh Bennett and Project Healthy Community initially, in terms of feeding the hungry that are living in our area. It's not just an urban issue, it's an issue community-wide, and there was a need, and clearly we have usually between 100 and 120 people that sign in every food pantry, so clearly there was a need, and we're trying to fulfill it.
This has been Ryan Younglove, reporting for The Splash.
If you would like to contribute to a future food pantry event, take a look at our website at civiccentertv.com/food pantry for more information. Coming up, we stop by Santia Banquet Center for a fundraiser, and later we enjoy another fun episode of Sidewalk Talk.
Don't go away. You're watching The Splash on Civic Center TV. And now, back to The Splash on Civic Center TV.
Welcome back to The Splash. I'm your host, Sheena Monnin. Each school year, thousands of kids nationwide will face the weekend with very few food options at home. Blessings in a Backpack West Bloomfield successfully prevents this from being an issue within our area and beyond. When it comes to helping children in need, Blessings in a Backpack in West Bloomfield hosted a fundraiser to make sure no child in our school system will face hunger.
This is our first Trivia Night fundraiser for Blessings in a Backpack. We hope everybody has a great time. We hope it builds a sense of community and people come together and understand how important it is for us to support the children who are hungry in our community. And so this is a fundraiser for that, and we hope that we will raise $30,000, which will allow us to feed our 280 children for this school year.
It started, Kathy told me, where the kids weren't eating breakfast well, and then they weren't paying attention to school, and the teacher found out when they have a good meal, a cereal or something, that they paid a little bit more attention to school.
Local leaders and community members stopped by to support the sold-out event.
It's a great cause, and that's why you've got a great turnout.
There was more to it than just raising money. Those in attendance enjoyed the friendly competition of the trivia contest as well.
Well, I think whoever wins is going to have a lot of bragging rights. And there's a lot of people in the schools and all the clubs. And so, it looks like a lot of competition, though.
Each year, Blessings in a Backpack ensures kids have healthy, nutritious meals. It is the support of the community that allows them to continue to help so many kids in need. Blessings in a Backpack is always looking for volunteers. To find out more, visit civiccentertv.com/blessingstrivia. Parenting has its challenges and its rewards. In this episode of Sidewalk Talk, Samana Sheikh asks local residents a very important question.
Hi everyone, this is Samana Sheikh, host of Sidewalk Talk. Being a parent today is both challenging and rewarding. We asked local parents what the most gratifying part of being a parent is to them today.
It's always entertaining. There's excitement every day. I learn new things, they learn new things. The laughter is the best part.
I'm the parent of 3 wonderful children. I have twins and then a single baby after that. And being a parent is watching them grow into wonderful, responsible adults.
Just seeing my kids evolve into adults.
To travel, it was travel with my kids. We travel all over the world. Yeah, we visited more than 60 countries. And the fun thing was to teach different languages. My kid speaks 8 languages.
It's like living all over again. You get to see everything through your child's eyes.
I love the fact that my kids teach me a lot of things every day. Being honest and teaching them how to have a good relationship with all their families and friends. And I think that's the best part, learning from them.
What is your favorite thing about being a parent?
Well, I got 3 dogs, so I guess my favorite thing is probably snuggling on the couch every single day. That's probably the best part, yeah.
Well, my children are 17 and 14. I think my favorite thing has been watching them grow up and learn things and become the amazing people that they are today.
Getting to teach more than reprimand and hope that what you taught sticks.
Just watching them grow and learn and decide what they want to be when they grow up.
Right now, since my kids are much older, it would be Tuesday night run club where we go to the brewery downtown Farmington, and we all do a 5K, and then we sit down and have beer together.
Some amazing answers there, West Bloomfield. Join us again next week for another episode of Sidewalk Talk.
If you'd like to see some of our other fun and interesting questions on the show, you can do so anytime and anywhere by visiting our website at civiccentertv.com/sidewalktalk. And now it's time for our Civic Center event update, where we provide you with all the latest that's happening around Greater West Bloomfield. And if you'd like to stay up to date on all of the following current events yourself, you can visit civiccentertv.com/events. Let's get started. Jewish Family Service is offering free health care enrollment assistance now through December 15th at Jewish Family Service located off of Maple Road. If you are in need of quality insurance, this free assistance is just for you. Stop by any weekday from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. to ask questions and receive free advice, as well as help in signing up for an insurance program that fits for you. No matter what your level of income is, there is a coverage option that will fit your needs. For more information, call Megan Pudlick at 248-592-2269. The Little Gym in West Bloomfield is holding a canned food drive now through November 22nd at its location on Orchard Lake Road in the Crosswind Shopping Mall. Help communities and people in need during the Thanksgiving season by donating non-perishable canned and dry food items that will be sent to Gleaners Food Bank and Forgotten Harvest. Those who donate 10 items or more will be entered in a raffle for a chance to win many great prizes. For more information, call the Little Gym at 248-851-1500. On November 15th from 7 p.m. until 8 p.m., stop by the West Bloomfield Library for a free event discussing the popular book All the Missing Girls by best-selling author Megan Miranda. This discussion is led by Dr. Steve Berman, and several angles of the story will be explored and brought to light. Audience participation makes this book discussion a much-anticipated event. For more information, visit wblib.org or call 248-682-2120. If you enjoy the sweet sounds of an expert pianist, then you won't want to miss an evening with Friends of Jewish Senior Life, happening at the Berman Center for the Performing Arts on November 16th at 7 p.m. Special guest performances by Michael Smolash and the Hillel Day School Choir fill the evening with the best of the best in local music. To secure your spot, visit theberman.org or call 248-592-5062. If you would like your infant to get a head start on learning, then stop by the West Bloomfield Public Library on November 17th from 10 a.m. until 10:30 a.m. for a free playtime session with your infant. Registration is required, and the event is for infants birth to 12 months old. Come stimulate your baby's brain development through movement, rhymes, finger plays, puppets, books, and creative activities. This is an interactive program designed to build positive communication between baby and caregiver. To register, call the West Bloomfield Library Youth Programs at 248-232-2250. The West Bloomfield Lakers football team continues their historic run for the state championship game on Saturday, November 18th at 1 p.m. against the Detroit Cass Tech Technicians. Join us as we bring you every minute of the action as the Lakers battle for their first ever appearance in the state championship game. Exclusive live coverage of the game with our MHSAA award-winning team will begin at 12:30 p.m. on Civic Center TV, WBTV, and on the radio on 89.3 WBLD, the all-new Lakes FM. Story Stretchers is happening at the West Bloomfield Public Library on November 21st from 10 until 10:30 a.m. Bring your child to this fun event appropriate for ages birth until 5 years old. Your child can learn new information in a hands-on environment while building skills that will help them in the future. During story time, each child will not only listen, but be able to interact. A craft activity is also part of the program. This event is free and no registration is required. To find out more, visit wblib.org. The next installment of an ongoing adult skill-building class on the topic of addiction is being held in the Henry Ford Maple Grove Center on November 21st from 6 until 7:30 p.m. at Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital. Come learn about how you can spot the signs of addiction in family members and what you can do to help them. This is a free program and no registration is required to attend this event. For more details, call Lisa Kaplan at 248-661-6170. That concludes this week's events. However, if you're looking to find even more events going on in your neighborhood, then be sure to follow us at civiccentertv.com/events and look up our events calendar, or watch us here for more information on everything going on in the greater West Bloomfield area. As we head into the break, stay tuned because afterwards I'll be talking with Shanon Stibor, owner and director of Shanon's Dance Academy.
Don't go away. You're watching The Splash on Civic Center TV.
Civic Center TV is your home for everything Greater West Bloomfield. Here you can tune into community programming such as our weekly news magazine show, The Splash, as well as coverage of local events and meetings in Keego Harbor, Sylvan Lake, Orchard Lake, and West Bloomfield. You can also watch all of your local programming online anytime at civiccentertv.com. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
Civic Center TV has gone social. Now it's easier than ever to watch, save, like, and share our videos online. See what's happening in your neighborhood, on the streets, and on the web at civiccentertv.com. Be a part of the conversation and get involved. We would love to hear from you. For links to our social media pages, visit us at our website or find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
And now, back to The Splash on Civic Center TV.
Welcome back to The Splash. I'm Sheena Monnin. In the studio with me this week is Shanon Stibor, owner and director of Shanon's Dance Academy. Shanon, thank you for stopping by today.
Thank you for having me.
I'm very intrigued about all things dance because I am not naturally inclined toward dance, so I'm excited to talk about these topics today. First of all, what are some of the benefits for dancing?
There are many benefits for dancing. Just the physical activity, the movement, the flexibility, coordination, balance, range of motion.
Yeah. So when it comes to things like spatial awareness in our very busy, convoluted world, how important is it to take the time to reconnect with our bodies and become aware of actually what's going on around us? How does dance help us?
Yeah, it is very important, and dance helps it a lot. You think about what your body is doing, what's going on around you. You can be really in tune with your body, and just stretching is one big thing that's a part of that, and just really focusing some meditation in there as well with the dancing, and it helps in the world as well as in the dance studio.
Great. What about range of motion and flexibility? Normally we think of older people, but I know all of us can probably benefit from just being more in tune with how flexible we are, and how can that help us even with something as simple as our posture?
It is. It does help because, well, obviously everybody driving around, sitting at the computer, you're always hunched over, and just all that deep breathing, the stretching, it helps you, pulls you up, gives you more energy too as well. Sitting upright, being flexible, being able to move around, do stuff, prevent injuries.
Oh, wow. I didn't know some of those. Great. That's amazing. So what types of dance are there that may help us to do this?
Ballet is a big one because that gives you pretty much all the strength and flexibility that you need in a ballet training, but all types of dance. There's ballet, tap, jazz, lyrical, contemporary. Everything really helps out with that.
What's your personal favorite?
I think right now is probably ballet.
Oh,
it changed throughout my life, but ballet right now.
Okay, great. Now the focus of your dance academy really is on kids, right? Can you tell me a little bit about that and some of the programs you offer for kids?
Yeah, we start them at 2.5 years old, and we have them do a ballet, tap, and tumbling creative movement program, and it's a lot of fun for them. So they're really just having a great time, and they don't really know all the things they're actually learning until they step out of that preschool program, and all of a sudden they can do ballet, they can do the bar, and they remember the stuff we did that they thought was just playing around is actually what they're learning for dance, what they need to know to build a good foundation for all the other dance skills that we're learning if they continue on as they go.
Nice, great. Does learning dance as a kid help you in terms of socialness, social skills?
Yes, absolutely. The kids come into class and they make friends right away, and with the teachers too, they have a bond. And we have kids that come there once a week, kids that come there every day, and they just have that real sense of community and family within the studio. It's a second home to a lot of them. And the girls that do competition teams, and boys, they have a real strong bond there because they're doing a lot of other competitive things outside of the studio. And they're really a real tight-knit group. So it really helps them with that, with bonding and forming relationships.
Great. So it sounds like you can go a couple different ways with it. You can be more competitive, and then you can do it a bit more casually?
Right. We have recreational classes that just meet once a week. Some can come a couple times a week. And it's just for fun and for their own self-awareness and building their own strength and development and flexibility.
Great, and confidence too, I would imagine.
Exactly.
Just as an individual, having a challenge maybe and learning a new step, a new technique, and then doing it and feeling really good about themselves.
Yeah, because it takes a lot of focus and determination to really get those steps. And some are difficult, some have an easier time than others. But once they get it, just the sense of accomplishment. And then when we have performances or recitals in June and different community performances we do throughout the year, just seeing them when they can go in front of people, because that's another big thing, and do a performance, and they just have they're just so proud of themselves and have such self-confidence, their self-esteem, their attitude, real positive attitude from all of that.
Great. I'm really glad that so many kids get to benefit from this program. That's amazing. So for those watching, if they're thinking, maybe I want to take on this endeavor and just go for it, what would be a good first step for someone who, like me, other than like freestyle dancing, don't really have a lot of experience with more structured routines?
Right. Yeah, it could be intimidating to get into a class, but the best thing is just go and come into a rec class, try it out, and get your body moving.
Absolutely. Well, great. Thank you so much for stopping by and giving us all this wonderful information. I'm excited
you.
about dance now, so thank you.
Thank you.
Once again, we've been talking with Shanon Stibor, owner and director of Shanon's Dance Academy. Recently, I sat down with Heather McNutt of Common Ground for another episode of Parenting on the Go, where we discussed how Common Ground helps our youth prevent and recover from mental, physical, and emotional crises. Hello and welcome to Parenting on the Go. I'm Sheena Monnin, and joining me this episode is Heather McNutt, Program Manager of Common Ground's Prevention Services and Runaway and Homeless Youth Program. Heather, thanks for stopping by and giving us some of your time today. We have so many great things that we're going to be talking about. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Tell me a little bit about what Common Ground is and what it is that Common Ground does.
Okay. Common Ground is a nonprofit agency. We are trauma-informed and recovery-oriented. We help people that are in a crisis situation. We are helping them move from crisis to hope. We have a 1-800 number where they can call anytime and talk to somebody. They can get a list of services that may be helpful to them. They are also able to chat with that line as well, and that is available on Monday through Fridays from 4 to 10 is the chat line. And the other services, the 1-800 number is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week line where they can call for any crisis situation.
It sounds like Common Ground is very comprehensive, which is wonderful and helpful, I would imagine, for a lot of parents. Tell me more specifically the types of issues that you see with youth in Common Ground.
So a lot of the kids that we see coming into the different programs, they may be experiencing anxiety or depression, ADHD, they may be having difficulty at school with bullying and things like that. They may be having thoughts of suicide or may be victims of a crime or human trafficking. So those are the types of things that we're seeing.
Yeah, it's very serious, absolutely. What kinds of resources are available through Common Ground for these and other issues that youth are facing?
Sure, we have outpatient counseling, so that's for 10 to 20-year-olds, and they can come in and speak with a counselor. We also have Common Ground Sanctuary, which is a basic center program, and that's for youth ages 10 to 17, and they can come in and stay with us for up to 21 days. During that time there, they participate in individual counseling, family counseling. They have a schedule that they help maintain through the day where they're learning different life skills. Their parents also come in for the family counseling, and they also have access to a parent advocate who can help them make those connections in the community that might be helpful to them. We also have a transitional living program. It's called A Step Forward, and that's for runaway and homeless youth that are looking towards being independent and living on their own. So they may be working towards school and employment goals. We also have a mentoring program, and that is for youth that are 10 to 17, and it's a peer mentor, and they can be in that program for up to a year, and it's for kids that have been commercially sexually exploited, and they can be paired with a mentor who helps them build support groups and support in their community. We also have a growth and healing group, and that's for girls ages 13 to 17, and those they can come together, and those are girls that may be experiencing crime. They may be victims of crime. They may have experienced sexual assault or date rape, and so they really build that community with each other. We also have a Love and Logic group, which is for parents, and they're learning parenting skills and so forth, and that's a 6-week program, and that does have a fee associated with it, and that is for the materials and so forth. And once again, the parents build relationships within that group and also gain some skills.
Wow, so it sounds like most of those resources available are free of charge, which is very powerful indeed to help parents and encourage them to come. And as we conclude here, what final thoughts do you have that you would like to leave us with?
Sure, I just think it's really important that the families know that we are available 24 hours, 7 days a week, and it certainly does not hurt to pick up that phone if anybody is struggling or in crisis, and they can call that 1-800 number anytime.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for sharing such valuable information with us today. We appreciate it. And thank you all for joining us for this episode of Parenting on the Go. If you would like to look up more helpful parenting tips, then visit the West Bloomfield Youth Assistance website at wbyouth.org. To watch other episodes of Parenting on the Go, visit civiccentertv.com/parenting-to-go. We now move on to our final segment on The Splash called Person of the Week, where we recognize those within the community who are either inspiring or providing toward others. This week's recipient is Ralph Tompkins, Program Director at the Little Gym in West Bloomfield. Ralph Tompkins spends his days lifting the spirits of our local youth. As program director at the Little Gym, you will often find Ralph helping kids learn to find fun, safe activity, and develop an active lifestyle that will last a lifetime. Ralph's energy and enthusiasm inspires the children of the Little Gym to have fun, socialize, and explore the world around them. Beyond his dedication to bringing joy to Greater West Bloomfield's youth, Ralph has a strong focus on lending a hand to those in need. Ralph is leading a canned food drive during the holiday season, ensuring that those who would otherwise go hungry during the holidays have food to eat and can receive the spirit of giving from each and every one of us. Ralph Tompkins has committed to bringing joy to our community and helping us give some of that joy to those who need it most, which is why he is our Person of the Week. If you know someone who is providing a service to their community, then let us know by sending an email to The Splash at civiccentertv.com. We want to congratulate those who are making a difference in our area, and we appreciate all of your suggestions. And that's going to do it for us this week, but remember, you can watch new episodes of The Splash every Monday or throughout the week for replays. You can also watch every episode online at civiccentertv.com. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook under Civic Center TV 15, YouTube at Civic Center TV 15, and on Twitter at Civic Center TV for more information. For all our friends in Sylvan Lake, Orchard Lake, Keego Harbor, and West Bloomfield, I'm Sheena Monnin. Thank you for watching The Splash.